Hello everyone and welcome back to another DrAce video. Today we start our first Superbike 24 career mode. We're on the BMW M1000RR and this is Phillip Island. We start from 7th and we'll try to get the best possible result in our first race of 3. Ladies and gentlemen, let battle commence in Australia. So here we go then from the third grid. Qualifying didn't go too bad, but I did run out of time before setting my best lap. Wow, that came off the line quickly. Those red lights were on, and they were off pretty rapidly. So, okay, let's all systems go into the first corner. Got to be really gentle here upon the brakes, so because it's so nerve-wracking, that first corner here on Superbike 22. I know I'm calling it Superbike 24, but you get the point. Superbike 22, but with their Tyrant 14 Superbike 2024 mod. And yes, before you ask, this is only on PC. So anyway, we're up to third place already. 17 laps of the Phillip Island Grand Prix here today. And then, of course, for a separate video, will be the Super Bowl race and race 2. So I'm really hoping this will whet your whistle and your appetite for the next video coming very, very soon. So, well, first and foremost, this has been a cracking start. Up to where I wanted to be, at least in the podium fight. Just probably going to have to concern ourselves with the man who took pole, Toprak Razgatlioglu, the man who took pole in technically his debut as well on the M1000RR. Goodness me, they went really wide there going into the MG corner. But with all things considered, everyone got through there safely. We're still occupying third position. Now, a couple of things to talk about before we really get this action underway. Is the difficulty level of the AI is still at 120%, nothing has been changed there. I am running a very small setup that I have been using ever since I had Superbike 22, and finally I am running the number 41, because 47 and the number 11 are both taken away from me, and in fact, the pair of them who have my numbers are 7th and 8th respectively. So unfortunately, we've had to come up with a new number, and a massive thank you to Sergio23, the Belgian ace, who sorted me out with yet again another design. Thank you, Sergio23, and let's now commence with battle into the Miller hairpin. Late on the brakes for the corner formerly known as Honda. We are closing in ever so slightly. If we can outbrake or at least brake as good as Toprak, we should be able to catch up to the two in front. And there is Toprak having a good look behind him. He's like, did you just say you could brake as good as me? Yeah, I didn't think so, as he begins to get the power on. Going out to turn 8, it's a marvellous bit of speed from the number 54. Dive into the left-hand side here, still using power setting 3. Power setting 3 will be used throughout the duration of this video here today as we get a little bit loose upon the brakes of the MG corner. Now into the left-hander, Alex Lowe's has left a gap, and we're through. Alex Lowe's has just barely let me through. We dispossessed him for second, and now it is something that is practically unheard of. It is a BMW 1-2. And considering we got caught in the curve there, we had a magnificent drive down the long straight and into the Doohan corner. Top right holds on. But what a start this has been. In fact, he's going to run it a bit deep there, but he has got the inside line. Just sit the motorcycle ever so slightly and then go back with a tight apex. Ladies and gentlemen, in our first race, we are leading a Superbike race. Nicola Boulaga probably did it better than I did in real life. But can I go just as good, or at least close to him, and try and win my debut race? The debutant leads in Phillip Island. Now, I will confess, I do really love this game. I love this bike, and I'm quite a big fan of Phillip Island. But to be honest, I don't know how good I am at Phillip Island. I think I'm a little bit weaker here than I am in some other tracks. One thing... Oh, goodness me! I called it. I did say I was a little bit weaker. But unfortunately, I've run it deep, and that gives Toprak the lead again. Into the Lukey Heights corner. Now into the tight right-hander. Slightly off camber. Uphill as well. Oh, Toprak had a big wheelie. We're through. Position regained. And all confidence is regained as well, so it's not too bad to start off this way. Now, of course, guys, will be a full career mode here in Superbike 24. We'll be using the BMW all the way through it. and possibly make a decision for the next season if there's enough interest to keep this campaign going. Well, as it stands so far, this is going rather well. 0.2 of a second advantage to the number 54, Toprak Razgatlioglu, of course, world champion in his own right. He is absolutely stunning in real life. How does he fare in this 22 adaptation of Superbike game? Now onto the brakes, I'm going, just expecting a Turkish rider just to fire it up on the inside. Thankfully, he hasn't yet. I do recall playing Superbike 22 with the Kawasaki in those races where you were feeling like you just couldn't go any faster. The AI would tend to just be stuck behind you. They would just line up and wait to get through. And in fact, we've got the same thing here right now. Take a look at the graphic in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, guys and girls. That is the map of Phillip Island. And we are affected. Whoa, who was that in the background? Oh, it's Andre Iannone! Iannone's binned it. He's out of this session. In fact, he has ruined what I was going to say. We were a full 23 grid queue going into the Lukey Heights corner. And unfortunately, he's blown it, and that has ruined our queue. So we are now... I don't know what's happened to Toprak's number there. He seems to have just disappeared completely. I think that used to happen with Scott Redding's number as well when he was on the 2021 variant of the M1000RR. Ooh, steady. I feel ever so... I don't like the way it feels going into that left-hand side. The SC1 tyre already, after 5 laps, or at least 4 laps, is approaching halfway on the degradation, just on the left-hand side of the tyre. I'm going to be really careful in this session here, guys. Can't just go full send. I know we kind of do. Got to be careful. Don't want to throw away to the scenery because this is the perfect debut, probably even better than I can imagine. I've just been cracking on with some MotoGP 2024 videos with the Moto2 career mode, and I'll be honest, I didn't expect to jump to this and feel so calm and collected. I feel really good right now. The only concern I have is that turn 2, from turn 1 to the Duan corner, then into Siberia. It's excuse me, the southern loop. It's a little bit concerning. But quick look to the right-hand side. Toprak nowhere to be seen. So I think we're good. We've gone a little bit deep there, so I lost a smidgen of time. This could be effectively our worst lap time yet. Managed to get the 127.4 immediately as the session started. But I think that was on pure adrenaline, just to try and catch up to the 2 ahead of us at the time. Here comes Toprak. He is closing in, isn't he? Oh, this could be it. This might be the lunge on the left-hand side. I've got to be careful here. Steel yourself for a potential lunge going into the southern loop. Brace yourself for impact if he tries to go close into the Stoner corner. Then prepare for the onslaught into the Miller corner. Holding our own for now. Toprak still in pursuit, and there's a huge queue behind us. And this is the concerning part. This is how Superbike 22 always was in career mode. If I make a mistake, run it wide, outbrake myself, or just get bumped, everyone is going to get past, and then that's going to be an absolute nightmare to get through. But sometimes they can be hesitant to attack you. They do run it a little bit deep here into Lukey Heights as well, so we can take advantage of that. But the man with no number behind us, number 54, is still approaching. Toprak Razgatlioglu with the white square. He could be on a charge. Let's hope that we can continue this pace. I do feel really good, actually. I'll just feel better and better as this weekend goes. So just a quick update, if you weren't aware what's actually happening in these videos, I'm going to do race 1 first, and then we'll separate the video for then Super Pole and race 2. So there'll be 2 separate videos. I was just concerned about the amount of interest we would have for watching 3 full races, or almost 3 full races in one video. So I'm trialing it out like this. We'll test the waters, see how it goes. Basically the same way I did it for the career modes originally, when I was with the Kawasaki, and then that small career mode I had with the BMW. And it seemed to go rather well, so I'm hoping to keep the same. It does make my life a little bit easier to schedule content with it. So out of turn 4, we have a 0.6 of a second advantage. And unfortunately, my Discord is going mad on the left-hand side of my screen. Thankfully, I've got the OLED ultra-wide monitor, so I can just focus all my attention on this beautiful curved screen. But I can see it popping up every now and again, and it's bloody annoying. I didn't quite make my OBS large enough. I can see the OBS is recording fine, so fingers crossed that the quality's still good. If it is, don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button as well. Just reached 15k, so big thanks to everyone who has subscribed and supported the channel thus far. Just want to get close to the curve there. Of course, if you have played Superbike 22, then you will know how treacherous the curbs can be in this game. Not every curb, but the majority are an absolute bugger. So we've got to be careful. In fact, we've pulled out a little bit of a gap here. That queue of riders, that massive train, is beginning to have a few cracks. One of them is top right behind us. He's struggling to run our pace at this stage of the race. I think the other one, the gap might be around the Ducatis. Bautista top Ducati in 4th, Sam Lowe's in 5th, Petrucci and Buliga. There's 4 Ducatis all together. Good to see Sam Lowe's up there as well. And of course Alex Lowe's. He'll be trying to get the double like he did in real life here. Out off that right-hander. I must confess, it does seem weird to see the number 41 near my name. Oh, here comes the Turk. El Turco could be introducing himself to El Granto. He might launch it somewhere. I've got to be careful here. I'm holding my own into loopy heights. 1/10 of a second is the difference. 1/10 and a half there. You can see it just gradually building. Steady. Oh my goodness, is he going to come through? We are fortunate that they're not that quick into the Miller hairpin, into the MG corner. In fact, for the Miller hairpin, actually, now I've mentioned it, they are quite slow upon the brakes. Really able to dive into the Stoner corner and use all the power of your motorbike. So across the line then, this will be the 8th time of asking. We've dropped into the 28s again. We managed to stabilise those 127s, but unfortunately, one of our worst lap times has snuck in at 28.2. And Garrett Gerloff, fastest man on circuit, 27.437. That is a very, very small amount quicker than me, but I have no idea where Garrett is circulating on the track. He is in that huge gaggle of riders somewhere, but try and pick him out at your peril. It's going to be absolutely impossible. So into the right hand then, onto the power. Got a crash somewhere. Someone's gone down. It's hard to see where that is. Ooh, I think it's somewhere near the hairpin. I've just seen a couple of riders actually just drop off ever so slightly, so we've dropped some people in the snake. My goodness, yeah, Top Rack is not giving up, is he? This could be a cracking finish. I don't want to get our hopes up just yet, but I do feel like they could be attacking sooner or later. Now, I did make a decision today to go for the SC0 tyre. That is your sort of medium compound, if you will. You've got the super soft, which is the SCX, and then there's soft, which is the SC0, but it's not quite as hard as the SC1, but it's a good option for longevity, and that's what I was looking for today, because as long as I can stay with them, the more this race continues, the more tyre we should still be able to use if our competition is on the SCX. Now, I didn't quite see the beginning of this video. I was too busy recording to make sure I got it, but you will know what tyres each riders are on from that clip at the beginning of this video. You'll be able to tell me if Top Rack's on the SCX or if he's on the SC0, just like me. It's a little bit tense here right now, actually. I'm having a cracking race, but it could all come undone by the touch of a curb. We have to be careful here. We have to be precise, and we have to be smooth. Usually that's something I can say I can do consistently. Well, to be honest, it's not a new game, Superbike 22, but it's fresh in my mind. It's been a long time since I've really competitively played this game. A 1/10 of a second is Top Rack. There he is at the bottom of our screen. I could really do without him launching an attack. 3.5 tenths of a second, 5 tenths of a second the gap went up there as I just ran it a little bit deep. into the MG corner. Half a second we've found on Top Rack. Has he made a mistake? Alex Lowe's is no longer on the podium contention. Factory Ducati rider Alvaro Bautista, whose rumours who may not be re-signing for next season here in Superbike, has dispossessed our British lad, the Lancashire lad, Alex Lowe's. Look at that, both of them together, Alex and Sam Lowe, who's 4th and 5th, respectively. Now into the left-hand side, that's a bit deep. That left-hand tyre, oh, that left-hand side of the front tyre is feeling woeful now, especially into the southern loop. We're going to have to be extra careful going into there. Doesn't feel too bad here though, nonetheless, but it's definitely concerning for the southern loop. It's absolutely roasting here right now, here in England. Not built for this sort of weather. Makes the concentration even tougher. Dive in the left-hand side, keep it tight to 7. Back across to 8. I don't know how much you can use this curve here in this game, but I think it's safe for now. Is Top Rack going to come through? Oh, he's so close. Honestly, I would have expected him to send it by now. He must be biding his time. Surely he doesn't want his teammate to take the spoils on the first Grand Prix of the season, the first race of our Superbike 24 career mode. We dominated in the winter test. No one came close. We were 1.2, maybe 1.4 quicker than our closest competitors. We're absolutely flying. We're still giving it everything across the line. It's another 127 lap time. Stabilising those 127s is definitely going to have to require us to stay in the 127s for a chance of victory here today. I do worry that if Top Rack gets through, it could be difficult to pass him back. Doing everything in my power here to consistently bring this race home. This is a lot of pressure for a debut. 0.2 of a second. Brake early. Got a brake at your service sign there, right? The first one. Any later than that, it's a bit sketchy. Now, for the first time in Superbike 22, since I've come back to this game, I've started using the bigger brake disc. And I must confess, it's significantly better for stability with the brake. Now, that could be simply down to Tyre Room 14's mod, but it feels significantly better than I remembered. Every time we go into this corner, here comes Top Rack. He has gone for it. Has he gone for it? No, he's so close. It looks like he held off momentarily. But if he's not careful, Bautista might get close enough, because I think he's right there in the battle. I'm not even beginning to look behind me, though, because it's only going to put pressure on myself. It's something I never do. You'll never really watch me look behind my shoulder too much. It just adds the pressure on me, because then you know how many riders are gunning for you and attacking you. Then you've got to try and reconcentrate and recalibrate on the circuit, so no thank you. Across the line. Drops into the 128s. That's the worst. Oh, not now. Oh, Bautista's in second. When did he get passed on Top Rack? Top Rack's got his number back as well, as a matter of fact. It's a very small glitch a moment ago. Please be careful, please. Didn't feel too bad there, but I've got to be careful on the brakes, on that change of direction. So far, so good. Plan A has gone well. Plan B requires execution. So far, so good. Pressure is on. Actually finding a little bit of speed here, as a matter of fact. Bautista in second there. 0.6 of a second, 0.5 of a second behind. Oh my god, 0.4. He's eating time out of me into those corners. This is Bautista with the full fuel load, the heavier bike, of course. I'm hoping Top Rack can just send it or something. Keep him away from me, Top Rack. Might not want to lose this battle to me, but I'm sure you don't want to lose it to Bautista. We're going to work together here for the factory in Munich. Oh, come on. Let's not falter now. 3.5 of a second. This is a good lap time coming in as well, and yet Bautista's pulling in time. We're going to have to require an absolutely perfect defence job for the next 4 laps. Across the line. Back, just noticed that Remy Gardner's the fastest man on the circuit. Again, like Garrett Gerloff's lap time and mine from earlier, 1:27.4. The competition in this race has been fantastic. Almost every single rider has been close enough, either on circuit or in terms of lap times. This is going really well. One thing I've noticed as well, the change to engine brake 2 has done me a world of good. If you aren't struggling with your braking in Superbike, try reducing your engine brake, see how it goes for you. Can't guarantee it'll make you a much better braker, but you might have a bit more feeling to turn 4. It's a little bit wide, 0.6 of a second is the gap though, so we can fire on the power and still hold the line. It's beginning to get clammy hands now, ladies and gentlemen, sweaty hands, sweat pouring down the neck and the brow. Gotta keep it together here. As much as I want to make this exciting for you guys, I don't want to end up making it too exciting and my heart starts to pound and I start panicking. I'm prone to a little bit of nerves. 10th of a second lost on this time. That's, again, another good lap time though. When it matters the most. Beautiful tight apex, the MG corner. Probably the best I've done all race. And judging by the graphic in the top right corner, one of the tenths has gone, so we must be into less than a tenth now. Tight to the apex once more to 12. Lap 14 is going to be a belter. Top Rack's now through on Bautista. That could be huge. Across the line, 127.7. Are we pulling the pin? Is this the moment that we secure 25 points in a debut race? That SC0 tyre is wonderful. I always went for the SCX and had to suffer right at the end of the race. Keep it in, keep brake. Yeah, we're finding time. Oh my god, we're finding 0.2 of a second here into the Miller hairpin. Where's this come from? That rear tyre feels brilliant. I'm actually using a lot more power now than I anticipated at first. Really pushing it now out to the left-hander there from the side area corner. Now onto the right-hand side. This is wonderful. What a crucial, critical lap time coming in here. On lap 15. We are spitting in the face of adversity, guys and girls. This is wonderful. Bit deep there though, it's alright. Quick change direction, don't let the bike wheelie. That's why I run anti-wheelie for. Don't want the front wheel to lift on the M1000RR. The gap is a second. You know what I say. Say it with me, guys and girls. When you have that second advantage, you break the resolve of the rider in second. And what else you do is you chuck in a killing blow like that. A 127.2 on lap 15. 2 more laps to go before we taste the champagne in virtual form here in Superbike 22. Brilliant. Out of the southern loop then, we have got a 7.5 tenths of second advantage. Alex Lowe's has found himself back on the podium. Unfortunately, I think I missed that. I have no idea when that happened, but yeah, Bautista has been dispossessed of third place. It's going to be a British 1-3. Chuck in the Turk in the middle as well. Alright, I lost a bit of time there. Don't know why. It doesn't feel like I'm going particularly slow now. Stay on that power. The rear is... Why is the rear beginning to slip? It was fine in the previous lap. It was great. Now it feels really, really weak. What has happened? Oh, no. No. Oh, Top Rack. Not like this. How the hell did I set that lap time a moment ago and now it feels shocking? Tight to the apex for the penultimate time of asking. Tomorrow we'll be going for the Super Pole and then the full race. For now, it's just 17 laps of pure pressure from Top Rack Razgatlioglu. And in fact, everyone else as well, as a matter of fact. There's every single rider's been pressuring us. That's a shocking lap time. We lost 0.9 of a second. How the hell did that happen? We just had an intermittent tyre. It was cracking a minute ago. Now it's shocking. Oh my god, 10th of a second. Come on. Keep it together. Half a second lost in the first split. That's good. Get on that bloody power and get on it pronto. If we lead into the Miller hairpin, I think we might have done this. They usually can't get close enough unless it's the loopy heights. Steady. No! I've run it deep! Keep it together! Top Rack's through! Oh, I'll fight back immediately! Wow! We gave it back immediately! Top Rack! He's not going to say no, is he? Come on! hold it together now. Just a few more corners to go. 1/10 of a second separates us. Keep it in tight, and surely top right can't get through. We need to bolt that door. Get a chair up against it or something. Do not let him kick it down. I think we've done it. I think that's enough of a gap. The debut. The victory. DrAce, could you think of a better combination? I think not. Ladies and gentlemen, we are victorious in the debut here in Superbike 24 with the BMW Rocket T. Oh, brilliant. Yes. I am chuffed. I've still got it, ladies and gentlemen. I can still be good at this game. Well, that was terrific. That was absolutely superb. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, let me know in the comments section down below. But if you want to see more videos like this, then ensure to get subscribed. Wow. I need to lie down. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. See you tomorrow for more Superbike. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.